Video Blog Marketing. I'm going to show you in fast motion what it takes to make a professional video for your website. I'm going to show you what all the programs are that we use, and actually it's taken quite a long time to learn all of this stuff and make it all work seamlessly together. But in this video, which is only about 4.5 minutes long, I'm going to make it look really fast and easy. So here's the programs that I'm going to be using in this video. I'm using Final Cut for video editing. I'm using Logic Pro for music. I'm using Soundtrack Pro for sound and visual mixing, and LiveType for motion graphics. Also, we're using QuickTime file conversion in order to get it ready to upload onto the web, onto YouTube or whatever server. So let's get started right now. Today I'm going to talk about what it takes to put a professional video on your website that sounds and looks beautiful. The first thing we like to do is put you in front of our green screen, either in San Francisco or the small green screen studio here in Sausalito. Right now we've got Susanna and her puppet Melba in front of our green screen in Sausalito. The reason we put you in front of a green screen is that we can take the green out and put anything we want in the background after we do some doctoring up in our Final Cut program. So here they are in front of a green screen, and the reason we do that is so that we can brand your website, so you can have perfect color that matches your website, that we could put your logo in the background, or we could use some other footage that we might have taken that actually talks about, or that helps emphasize whatever you're talking about in your footage. So we also can put photographs in the background, any other video in the background, anything we want can go into the background, and it gives us a lot of control. So here is Susanna and her puppet Melba in front of our green screen in Sausalito with 3-point lighting.
Hi there, I'm Susanna. I founded Babs back in '08 to help people through the learning.
So that's what they did when they were, there's no doctoring, that's exactly what it looks like. There they are standing in front of the green. After we stack a whole bunch of different effects on, this is basically what it looks like there. Now we've taken out the background and we can put whatever we want in the background. Now, Susanna had a small collage that she had made that she wanted in the background. There it is, and we kind of just glued it to our screen and filmed it.
I like so neat.
And there it is.
Here. Space.
And we're goofing around in the background, so we take the audio track off of that and we zoom in on that to see, to make it fill the entire background. There it is, and I actually moved it around so that the spaceship looked like it was landing. And then we put them in front of that. And there they are. There they are in front of that.
Blogger society of your own. And if you
Now there wasn't any music at the time, and her voice didn't sound so clear, so round. I like to change the vocal sound. So the first thing we did was we talked about what kind of music she envisioned with her track, and she was talking about doing something kind of like Snoopy and Peanuts. So the next thing I do is I go into a program called Logic Pro, where a lot of movie soundtracks and albums, lots of albums are made in in Logic Pro. And I start goofing around with different kinds of tracks of music. Now that happens to be something I was working on with one of my students in a bass lesson, but I ended up messing around till I got something I really liked in Logic Pro. And then the next thing I do is bring that into another program called Soundtrack Pro. And Soundtrack Pro is cool because it brings the visual images in. So I export the visual image with just her one track of her voice talking and start adding other tracks of music and sound effects. And this is what happens.
Hi there, I'm Susanna, and this is Melba.
I also kind of fattened up her voice so it sounded better in the bed of music, and I added some sound effects. I put in a tape machine going woo, and also the crickets, just to emphasize what she was talking about, kind of subtle emphasis.
Online.
So there was that. Now I export that, the soundtrack all mixed together with all those different layers, back into our original program, which is Final Cut. So there we are.
Blogger society of your own. And if you'd like to be a part of
The other thing that we add in is motion graphics.
Hi there.
So that theory of Blogger Society flies in, but from a whole nother program called LiveType. So here we are in LiveType now, and I created this. I like the way it just kind of bubbled in. There it is. And I have to export that back into Final Cut. Everything ends up in Final Cut. And now that's in there.
Susanna, and this is Melba.
And now you've got the sound, you've got the motion graphics, you've got original music, you've got Melba, you've got everybody. Everybody's in there. Then we export it to QuickTime file conversion and upload it to YouTube or whatever place we want to put it and stick it on our website. So that's how you do professional video. It makes a big difference to have great sound and lights that make you look beautiful and a bed of music that's just made for your particular situation. I did this all really fast, but in real time it takes me a long time because I care a lot about every project. If you have any questions, please contact me. And that's me signing off, Mary at videoblogmarketing.com.